Hi there. Welcome to another Assemble This video. Today we're going to get just a hint a bit messy and create this gorgeous galaxy background. You are just going to love how easy this is to do. I'm featuring the Many More Birthdays stamp set from Unity Stamp Company, as well as this great star background die. So I'm starting out with some watercolor paper, and I put it in a box just for videoing, just because it can get a bit messy using these spray inks, which I have in 3 colors. I'm using Funky Fuchsia, Cherry Pie, and then the last one is London Blue. And I just sprayed that watercolor paper with some water just to kind of saturate it a little bit before I started spraying on the spray ink. And then I just did a layer of all 3 colors and dried that a little bit with my heat tool. And now I'm coming in and adding a bit more of the pink and the blue, and then I'll dry that again with my heat tool. And then I'm coming back in and adding another layer of ink and water. And what's interesting about these spray inks is that they will layer on top of each other. That's why I'm drying in between. So I get this nice variance of colors, and they kind of build and layer on top of each other. And then to create the star look of the galaxy background, I did some shiny watercolor paint, and then also some bright white ink, spray ink. You can also use acrylic paint watered down to just create the contrast of the shiny white versus the matte kind of look of the white. I did that dry really well before I added the splatters, but now I'm going to set that aside and let that dry really well again. Next, I'm going to move on to stamping my sentiment. I'm using some Gina K ink in the navy. I just stamped that down onto some scrap paper. There is a matching die for the sentiment, so I die cut that out in some cardstock, and then I'm using the negative from the die to put that around my stamped image and making sure that the border around the stamped image is perfect. Then I'm just going to replace my die cut into that cutout and then stamp on top of that. This is such a great foolproof method to make sure your sentiment is always centered in these matching die cuts. I use it all the time. It's such a great idea. Once that was stamped, I'm just going to cover it with some clear embossing powder. I wanted the look to kind of deepen that rich blue and then also create a bit of shine to kind of go with the whole galaxy look that I'm building. So once my panel was completely dried, I'm going to use the die cut from Unity, these great stars, to cut out. And then I covered my card front in some metallic silver cardstock, and then I'm just going to glue my star panel right over the top of that. I just love the way those silver stars are peeking through the galaxy background. And then I'm just going to pop up my sentiment on the front of the card, and that finishes it off. I just really love the deep, rich colors you get from spray inks in that galaxy background, and the way those silver stars just kind of shine through. It's such a pretty birthday card. It really could be for anybody, but I also think it's really great for a masculine card, just kind of universal for anyone. As always, I'll have all the supplies linked in the description of this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Plus, if you have any questions or sweet comment, post below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.